Greetings, this is Stasia Bliss with Basmati.com, and today we are working on meditation with the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is connected physically to the thyroid, to the parathyroid, to the throat, and it is often seen as a blue-colored lotus. It's associated with the peacock as a symbol. Because of the peacock's ability to eat almost anything, to digest almost anything and not be poisoned, this too is a capacity of our throat chakra, that it is the valve through which we bring in experiences that either become nectar to us or become poison. So the extent to which our throat chakra is open and active and functioning is going to dictate how we are taking our experiences in, if they are able to support us as nectar, as sweetness, as nourishment. And so as we work to open the throat chakra, we are calibrating it to be able to be a transmuter of the poisons that life often is projecting at us, or people are speaking to us, those sorts of things. So as we go ahead and tune in now, so go take a moment to straighten your spine, to sink into your pelvic floor. Swallow a few times and become aware of the throat center. And begin by taking energy up the spine from the lower centers, from the root chakra all the way up through navel, heart, high heart, to the throat. And I just want you to notice how open or contracted you may feel in the throat region. So as you're working through opening this chakra, there can be various symptoms that present themselves. Your voice might go through an alteration. You might have a sore throat, congestion, coughing, to open up that center. So I want you to begin, let's just begin with some sound here to open the center. So the roaring lion is a really great one to use, to inhale with hands on the knees, to exhale and extend the tongue, and just letting the sound come up and out of the throat. You can turn the eye gaze up to the third eye if you want. Either way. Just working on opening in the throat. Let's do one more. In the sound, you can feel how open or closed your throat is. So the more you practice this, the more you can feel an expansion in the throat. So let's take a moment to settle after that. Notice anything going on around the throat. I can feel in my heart some movement from that. So of course all the chakras are connected. As we purify and open throat center, some of the other chakras might begin to do things. So that signifies to me I still have something going on in my heart. So as I take a few deep breaths in, and you do that with me, begin to feel in your throat an opening, a willingness. Begin to say to yourself mentally, yes, I can speak my personal truth. Yes, I am open and receptive to pure communication. So breathing in and breathing out, feel a bridge beginning to be built between throat center and anyone else's throat. You can imagine someone else who you have in your life. Perhaps there's something you would like to say that hasn't been said. So just imagine there being a bridge between your throat and theirs. And as you breathe the next few breaths, feel a clearing away of any of the static or heavy energies that might disallow connectivity in throat. And all the while, this meditation, you might feel some need to clear the throat, to cough, to swallow. Just follow that impulse. And say to yourself mentally, yes, I can speak my truth. I can transmute the poisons of my reality into nectar. I am a transmuter. And feel this psychic center as the valve of transmutation. And each time you breathe, feel an opening in that center. This is where we also have access to the pineal gland dripping its nectar. This is literally the amrit, the fluid that drops from the pineal gland on the back of the throat, but normally it's just burnt by Agni, by the fire in the belly, and unused, and contributes to building up of ama, toxins in the body, aging, and eventually death. So when we learn, one of the mudras in yoga is to curl the tongue back and eventually touch into the throat. The yogis go all the way up to the pineal gland, but even just learning Kachari Mudra, turning the tongue back toward the throat, and with the intention of catching the amrit, catching the nectar there, we are instead nourishing the body with the pineal fluid. And this can also be metaphorical as well as actual, because it is an actual process. But as you know this, you can take the nectar in of an opened pineal gland, and that means you are the observer, the witnesser of your life. So as you take the nectar, the ability to witness, and you consume that, as opposed to becoming a victim, becoming involved in the dramas of your reality. So saying to yourself, yes, I can partake, I am partaking of the nectar of my third eye center. I am partaking of the nectar of the witness in my life, transforming potentially toxic situations, people, pollutants into nectar for my life. And this is really where I feel mastery begins in this process, is really owning the throat chakra center. So I want you to breathe out, exhale, anything that feels stuck there. Swallow, cough. One of the techniques I like to use as I'm feeling myself working into the throat chakra is inhaling and exhaling, breathing out any toxins that are rising up over left shoulder. And again, breathing in. And from the throat, releasing. And one more. Letting that go. And imagine now letting the Kundalini energy, the full breath and prana, come all the way up the spine to the third eye center, and exhale all the way through the throat, feeling the purifying fire of consciousness through the throat, through the heart, navel, down to the root and back up again, all the way to the third eye center, touching up to open the crown, and raining liquid light of consciousness down through the throat. Let's imagine it pooling in the throat. Imagine yourself drinking in the amrit of your experiences, becoming that blue-throated peacock, or like the Shiva, that no toxins penetrate you, no pollutants, no negativity, no radiation, no hate, no dis-ease penetrates you. All is transformed in your presence, in your being, in your throat center, into that which is nourishing to your existence. So feel yourself saying yes to that capacity, yes to that ability, and feel for a moment that settling in, and and going out holographically into the entire body, every cell. Every cell transforming its nourishment and potential waste products into a nectar. And here we begin to tap Source as the source of our nutrition. So taking a deep breath, feeling that throat chakra really open up, and as you practice this meditation, more and more of focusing on the throat, focusing on the blue, the transmuter of poisons, feeling that center begin to transform, the throat transform, your voice transform. Settling with that, saying yes to it in your body and mind. A few times, inhaling. Again. Coming to a place of peace and going into your day now, awareness in the throat. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. Hope to see you again. This is Stasia Bliss with Basmati.com, and namaste.